All right, good morning. So, happy Sunday. Time for some more game dev. Time for some more coffee. We are, I think, continuing from where what we were doing last week, which was sound effects. Sound effects for things, right? So, let's see, we have a couple things here. I think one of the things that I ran into was that we had a couple of files that ended up in the wrong place, and I wasn't sure which one was the right file. When I fired up Godot, it auto imported those things, so we'll go look. We put them in this to-do folder. So it's a 0.04 second audio file there. We have this other one here, 0.01 second. So we can test this out, right? What does this sound like? So if we go to the soundboard, we disabled sound effects for the UI here, but if we click cover, that's that. If we, I guess I can always revert it over, right? Yeah, I think we have to reload. To hear the difference. Well, let me stop the music for a second. I might like that hover more. It's like crunchier. The idea is this is for like covering over, like when you mouse over any UI element, you get that sound. I think maybe that's fine. I don't know how we ended up with those extra files, but that's that. And there's also this turret fire. So we have turret fire here, 0.22 seconds. And then we have turret fire here. It's also 0.22 seconds. It's louder. Okay, so I'm going to delete this one. Cancel. I don't know what I clicked, but I want to delete. There you go. All right. So, firing up the soundboard. Turret fire. Kind of a thump. It still is kind of has kind of a something to it that I might want to change. Maybe a little too high pitched. I'm not sure, but it's fine for now. I want to just make all the effects that we need, and then we can refine them. We don't have to, get everything perfect. Because what even is perfect? I did make one sound effect yesterday, which was the zombie hit, which we don't have a resource for, so let's add that. It's the zombie hit here. Which again, I don't know. It was a fun sound to make. I ended up let me fire up Audacity. I saved the original as a project here, so we can look at this. So this is a combination of some generator effects and then some stuff that I recorded. Which if we play in a loop, we can. If we only had audio. Where is this going? Playback device is Pipewire, right? It sounds weird when you run it on a tight loop, but yeah. Sorry. I could have left Audacity, but it's fine. Whatever. Anyway. Oh, there's the notification that I'm live. All right. Okay, so anyway, right, I need to create the resource file for the sound effect. So we have a new resource here. It's going to be our sound effect resource, and we're going to call it zombie hit. And sound effect is zombie attack. I guess I should save that really quick. I should call it the same thing as the sound effect enum title, just to oh, can you no, okay. I was gonna say, can you rename it there? Attack. And then we have a sample, which we'll grab zombie hit. I could rename the file as well, I guess, for consistency. I think we want to have more pitch variation for this sound. So if I rename this to zombie attack, I don't know. Maybe if I go back to the resource and reopen it, or open a different one and then open this one. Yeah, okay, it does update. That's good. Cool. So then when I run the soundboard, we see the new sound effect. Seems fine. I can make additional variations, but I think so. We got a list, right? So this is the list that we came up with last week for sounds. Let me get that committed, and we'll push that up. Also, I feel like we're not zoomed in like we usually are. There we go. This may be too far. There you go. Okay, zombie attack sound. Achievement unlocked sound. So the sound that plays when you earn an achievement in the game. What should that sound like? Also, don't I have a UI cancel sound? Or maybe I have a placeholder. UI cancel? Blip select? What does that sound like? Oh no, we don't want that. That was the sound that I put in there just to be like, you should have a better sound. Okay, achievement unlocked. So we have some options. There's a couple of different tools that I found. So this looks interesting just because it has like a keyboard. We could but it's single tone. Interesting. So something like that could be good. All right. Oh, there's a sequence. Oh, coming soon. Never mind. So arpeggio. Let's see. So, and then there's generators, right? There's like, it's similar to the JSFXR one that we were playing with last week, where there's a generator. So you can have like, yeah. Except this is like a single like synth thing, whereas chiptone, we can be like start with a C and ooh. Yeah, something like that. Oh, I see. Let's do C major. Interesting. More notes. What does this do? Nothing. Hmm. 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 So that just changes that. Definitely the wrong direction. No, no, no. Hmm. Hmm. I feel like we've moved away from and what is a achievement get sound like? More like triumphant, more like horn. What's here? Oh, coming soon. Okay. Can we turn this down? There we go. Number of harmonics. Do we hear anything in this? I don't even hear it. Maybe I have to turn off arpeggio. How do we Yeah, that just... I wish I could just click in the... Okay, anyway. Let's see. Yeah. Shall we try a different tool? We have some other options. There was something I installed the other day. Where is it? Multimedia, maybe? Boop, boop, boop. Here's another tool that I don't know really well. What options do we have? So we have sample track, base, you know, so we get like do full like and make a track of something. And maybe not. Hey Timtic, hello. Good morning. You joined me, yeah. How's it going? You're a Linux person now? Oh, you joined me in that way, I see. What distro? Any is fine. So piano roll here, we can do things. Maybe we have settings for... Nope. What is triple oscillator? No idea. We can add a sample track, we can add a beat, we can add automation track. I don't know what any of this does, and I'm gonna learn at some point, but I think not today. Oh, Fedora, okay. NVIDIA support and emulator support, sure. I am on NixOS, which I would not recommend as a place to start if you're new to Linux, but it has some appealing properties. Like I was talking with Brainless Society, who was often here, uses it. Yep. And it's got a nice quality, which was I was trying to do an upgrade the other day and I interrupted it and it left the system in a good state. Like it didn't make any changes until the whole thing went. Yeah, the setup is complex. Yeah, it's just different. And installing things can be more challenging, especially it's usually not as simple as like apt-get or like to install a package, because everything is it's set up to be kind of this, you define the state of your system in a configuration file and you can apply that change, and it's like an atomic application, which makes it really safe to like install packages and do things, but it is more complicated. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe try the generator some more. Maybe we'll get something that will be inspirational. Something like a 1-up. Like, that's kind of good. Ooh, I kind of like that. Can we do that but more? Can we do that but more? Let's change it like... Okay. I want it to go a little bit more triumphant. It's interesting. I kind of like that. I mean, I don't know that like all of these are kind of like, yeah, starting over is agreed. Yes. I still have a repo that has like all my dot files in it. They're way out of date. I don't use that anymore. But like I had my NixOS configuration in there from a previous computer, because I could just like from what's in the Git repository, I could reconstruct like all the packages for the system and all the setup and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. So again, objective right now, we're making a bunch of sound effects. These are not going to be the final thing. I just want to put something in, and we can see how we feel about. Like, I don't know if I want this. Like it says it's the name of the program here, right? Chiptone. I don't know if that's what I really want, but it's what I can make right now. Okay, maybe the is that release we dialed up? Let's turn that back down. Let's okay, can we change just the length of the whole thing? I don't see a way to change the length of the sample. I guess I could just save it out and then edit it in Audacity. It's fine. Let's play around with the equalizer stuff. No. Compression. There's like a bodiness that's there right here. Like it feels too tinny. Yeah, like that. And it feels kind of, I don't know if grainy is the right word, but somewhere in the middle is the sweet spot. Maybe. That's interesting. I'm gonna save that, and we're gonna use that for now. So let's see. We're putting that into UI, I guess. IEVEMENT. All right. So we're gonna add a new sound effect. Resource. GIEV achievement. This is our achievement unlocked sound effect, which is, I guess, UI category. And we will add our sample. There it is. So if we play our soundboard, the pitch variation is interesting because I might just not have any pitch variation on this because we're gonna get like discordant stuff going on if we do. As always, just that. It shouldn't be so frequent that, like, the point of the pitch variation is like if you have the same sound effect over and over and over again, close, you want pitch variation so it doesn't sound so repetitive. But there aren't going to be that many achievements or rapid fire that you should hear that over and over again. All right, so back to the list of things. I did go through with some help with Copilot, and I think we've got everything instrumented to play the sound effects at the appropriate times. So this is why the only thing that's left for this is to just create the sound effects. So here we are. We need a cancel sound. We need a cancel sound. No. Blip. Something like that, but shorter. I'll take it. Although, that's better. Like, I feel like the one that I just saved out sounds kind of error-y. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one instead. This is the important things, right? Let's see, UI cancel, we already have a thing there. We just want to select the thing we just downloaded. And let's hear it coming from here. We're down pitching all this anyway. Let's start with a base of 1 and go to like 1.4. Hard to hear over the music, but it's there. I might want to consider adding to the config, to the resource, like a volume adjustment to like adjust and equalize the different sound effects, but that can be a later thing. We'll see how things work in practice before we worry about that. Turret idle sound. So this one's more challenging because we're gonna need, this needs to be kind of a mechanical, like gears sound. What does that sound like? Let's go look at open game art. Still filtering for sound effects. No results. Air flowing door, footstep glass, item loops. Ooh. Hold on, I want to go log in really quick. Enjoy this pictures of this Polyhaven pine forest while I log in. Yes, my screen is very high up there. All right. Bring that back down here. Because I want to be able to click those buttons. And this is where I realize I've downloaded before, but no, I don't think so. Oh yeah, I'm trying to save stuff into open game art folder. Keep track of what's coming from where. All right, so I think I'm just gonna extract that zip file. Boop, 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 boop. Open with, there we go, extract here and delete archive, nice. All right, so maybe we can use one of these. Loop, construction site, highway, machine. Let's see, what program is this? Can we... What about That's interesting. That's interesting. Ooh. I like that one. 4. We might mix a couple of these, like this one and this one. So if I launch Audacity again. Let's see. So I don't suppose I can just like grab these files and drop them into Audacity. That would be, yeah. All right, so let's get a loop going here. Can I take this and copy and paste over here? And then let's take one of these and, ooh, pitch and speed. We'll just kind of tweak things a bit. Oop. Let's maybe grab, what about one of those other metal ones? We don't need multiple tracks here, probably. What does that sound like? So that's a thing. We'll just export that. And we'll call that, let's see, that needs to go into the ambience folder. Maybe turrets. Idle. Okay. So then we need to probably have the resource file created for that. We have turret fire, but we don't have turret idle. Resource, sound effect, turret idle. These are not alphabetical. And we can have some amount of variation here. So what does this sound like? Cool. Back to the list. We did it. We need building damaged, building destroyed, building complete, building removed. So many sound effects to make. All right. Maybe there's some good stuff in this folder of stuff we just downloaded. I would really like it if there was a better way to Okay, well, at least we can see all the file names better this way. Metal hit. Okay, very abrupt. Wait. Can I just hold on? Let's just do this. Oh, it didn't like that. It really didn't like that. Cool. Let's just open with Audacity. Not even hear it. Oh, it's pretty subtle. Interesting. No, I don't want to save that. Construction site might be helpful. Maybe not. Yeah, all the ones labeled misc are not helpful. What are they? Well, I guess we can open them and find out. Nothing, apparently. Cool. We have some previously downloaded sounds as well. Oh, hey, look. Button sounds. That could have been helpful. I like the organization here. Impacts. Okay, this program doesn't seem to like to play things. What about VLC? Are you gonna be more cooperative, VLC? Nope. Okay, we'll do Audacity. Oh yeah, all of these sound effects are gonna be like that. No, I don't want to save. Well, we can keep looking. Sound effects. CC0. Yeah, I'm getting more points. Different step sounds. Wooden cracks hits destruction. Door open, door close. Equipment click. Blinks blonks. Maybe there's something in here. I don't know. I think I'm gonna descope this slightly. So I don't know that we need a building remove sound. Complete isn't going to be like, yeah, I'm gonna descope this slightly. I'm gonna say we're for now not going to do these things. Yeah. One of the things I think I want to do is, so currently, I thought it was a good idea to make it so that if we say, oh, this should be the sound effect, and we don't have the sound effect yet, it plays the default sound effect. And that's just this blip select. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete the sample here. I wonder, let's actually play the game. Does that crash the game if the default sound effect has no samples. Oh, there we go. No, we have a check for that. No samples configured. Oh, you're so quiet. So we can lock the zombie in place. The real starting level will not have a 500 health zombie. Just so that's clear. You know what we should do? So we have pitch variation on sound effects, but I think maybe we need some kind of behavior where survivors have their own pitch variation. So that, yeah, I don't know. That's worth thinking about. In fact, let me put that on the list of things to do. Survivors have their variation and override the default SFX one when they make sound. Something like that. All right. Well, so there we go. We completed a bunch of things by just simply not doing them. Great. Create survivor death sound and resource. Do I want? I guess we should have something. I think we can do just like something with GSFXR or chiptone here. Maybe not. Let's see. For now, as a placeholder, let's use that. I think that's funny. Survivor die. Okay, let's do that. We'll create a... Yeah, we don't have a survivor death yet, so let's create that. Let's see. No pitch variation on this. Right, so then we can see in the soundboard. It's not really what I want long term, but for now that'll be a good placeholder. Tech unlocked sound and resource. So kind of in the same vein as the achievement sound. We want something, just kind of an acknowledgement that you click the button, it's now available. So some kind of success sound. You know, we could go back to this collection of sounds. There were some sounds in here, right? Like positive sounds or fanfares. I think we used fanfares for... We downloaded this for one of the other practice games. I think these are not what we want, though. I guess this program has just given up on playing sounds. Let's use Audacity. No, and stop asking me. Interesting. Maybe I should just keep Audacity open and pull files in. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. Come over here. SFX. UI. We can't paste into there, so we'll just open this and then we'll paste here. I'll keep the name of the original thing if I'm just copying and pasting things in place so that I know where it came from. And we will have a resource for tech unlock. Tech unlocked. No, I don't want to duplicate file. Why am I misclicking? Ring it. Oh, they're right next to each other. I should just hit F2, huh? Audio stream, add element. It's gonna be that thing I just picked, fanfare 3. There we go. And this is a UI. We can have variation. So what is that? So in context here. Hey, look, we have a scroll bar now. We have so many effects. We need a scroll bar. So that's our achievement unlocked. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Probably need to have a way of balancing audio. In fact, you know, let's do some code. Let me commit all of these audio files in here, and then let's write some code to add the ability to set sound level. I don't know. Copilot is really thinking about what to use as a commit message here. Sound effects, sound effect for achievements, sound effect for survivor death, and for sound for technology unlocks. Okay. That's fine. Okay, how does this work? So when we play a sound, actually, one thing I'm seeing here is that there is some duplication of code here, where we are doing basically the same thing. A silly bot. Goodbye. Okay, anyway, so what part of this is the same? Resource sound effect null. We check to see if it's none. We find it in sound effect configs. We do pull the config. We do checks. It's almost, wait. So what's the difference here? So here we take an audio player, and here we use UI audio player. Okay, so this is totally redundant, and we can just do this. There we go. Amazing. Much better. So in the audio player, there is a volume dB. That's decibels. Audio stream player volume dB, volume of sound in decibels. This is an offset of the stream's volume. So the config does not currently have a volume dB, but we're going to add that. Like that. Now, is this negative 80 to 24 a reasonable range for decibels? I don't know. But it defaults to 0, so I guess it's fine. Well, it says here, value can range from -80 to 24. So, very well. Now, I think what we need to do is in the soundboard, we need to display the that information, like we're doing with the info label here. Variations, pitch info. Let's do var db info. Let's not do that. Let's do there you go, like that. And then if we go back to Godot and we run this, it's just going to say volume 0 dB, right? But, and I think one thing that would be really nice would be the ability to actually change the resource configuration from the soundboard. I might ask Copilot to do that later. But like we have the fanfare, right? And it's like, maybe it's a little too loud. So let's dial it back and then run this. And we hit tech unlocked. It's maybe slightly quieter. I gotta take a break here. Twitch is gonna run some ads. I'm gonna stretch my legs. I'll be back in like 3 minutes and we'll keep going. So